Yeah, I have a thing to I keep track of the accounts that I spot cheating, and that's one of them. Although he hasn't changed its alias, so it's not like it's difficult.
Foreshadowing as a narrative device in which suggests
Oh no, another bot. So, this is awkward. Have you ever been in the game and you're unsure if someone's cheating or not, only to realize that their profile is the same cheater you've seen in a previous game or a few previous games? I'm not talking about bots here, I'm talking about human cheaters, the kind that like to use racial slurs on their weapon names and Steam profiles. I ran into this problem myself and I did something about it. For the past year, I've been collecting information about cheaters, noting down their accounts, studying their friends lists, collating information from other good Samaritans of the Aussie TF2 community. I built a Discord bot that could store this information for quick reference later. It has a bunch of features like checking a person's friends list for cheaters, checking if they've played in competitive leagues or not, and so on. But the killer feature is the ability to scan the game you're playing in very easily. All I have to do is type status in console, copy paste the output into a Discord channel, and the Discord bot will find those Steam IDs and determine who's cheating. I know better solutions exist like botdetector.tf, but that doesn't have the same collaborative capabilities as this does because this is in a Discord server, you know, I've got friends. And since my friends and I have started collecting data, which we started at the start of 2022, we've reached 1,934 cheaters in the database, with over 4,000 accounts being monitored in total. I'll get to what other accounts are being monitored in a second. When a user is added to the database, their past aliases are saved, even if they hide them on their Steam profile. The database contacts the Steam API regularly to ensure aliases are captured, even if no one has looked up the account. And if you're friends with too many cheaters, the database will start watching you automatically, and it will never stop. Every cheater on the database is marked on it by a human though, I want to make that clear. But having that data collection start automatically is a huge help. The last major feature that the database has, and the one you've probably seen by now, is what we call the graph. I'm not talking about bar graphs, I'm talking about network graphs. You've probably seen these types of graphs in relation to social media and social circles, that sort of thing. And this is no exception. Each of these nodes represents a Steam account, and the links between them represent who is friends with who on Steam. I'll give you a quick rundown on how it works, and I'll give you a link to try this in the description, but I'd implore you to watch the rest of this video first. You can use the mouse to pan around, scroll wheel to zoom, basic stuff. You can drag the nodes around if you'd like to, have a bit of fun. Clicking on a node though, highlights that person's friends and gives you some info on the side. There's a search bar at the top, and you can look up people by alias or by their Steam ID. As for the colours, red, that's what you care about, that's why you're here. All the red dots are cheaters, be it bots or humans. The yellow users, they're ones we're suspicious of, but we're not sure about, so they could be innocent, and frankly they should be treated as such until proven otherwise. If you guys start harassing innocent people on here and they're not marked as a cheater, that is 100% your fault, not mine. White represents people who aren't marked as anything, but they're being watched by the database. There's zero reason to presume these guys are cheating. I'll say it again, there is zero reason to presume these guys are cheating. The database starts watching these accounts because they're friends with 2 or more cheaters at some point in time. Sometimes that happens by mistake, sometimes that happens on purpose. You can't tell. As I said before, these accounts are just being watched so that if we do find them suspicious later on, we've got more information to go on. They also fill in the graph nicely and link parts that otherwise wouldn't be linked. And finally, green. That represents innocent folks, like myself obviously, but also my friends who added cheaters to the database and other friends who weren't aware of this but are trusted nonetheless. And as for the stars, those are just people we've given a custom name because they like to change their name a lot. So that's pretty much the database summed up. For the past year or so we've been privately chipping away at it, adding whatever cheaters we come across. I remember saying to someone we've pretty much got all the cheaters we can detect ourselves in there, and given the slowdown on new cheaters being added, I'm inclined to believe we're getting to that saturation point. Now to today. Let's go through the events leading up to me making this video. There's about 100 people or so in that Discord server that I host the database within. And one of them thought it would be funny to leak the graph I showed you. I don't know who they leaked it to, but eventually it found its way into the hands of some notorious cheaters. It didn't help that I packed all the data into the website's HTML, so yeah, I did that because I didn't want endless API calls taking up my home internet connection. But as a result, it was trivial for the cheaters to duplicate the website and host it on this domain, which you've probably seen the bots advertising in casual. So now I have a bunch of cheaters harassing me, they're setting their Steam profiles to show their accounts in the graph, and I'm getting a little concerned. Because imagine if they modified the HTML to make people believe I accused someone of cheating that I didn't, or supported someone who was a terrible person. So I decided to make the graph public on my own terms. megascatterbomb.com/mcd. I used to use a different domain, octogaming.tk, back when the database was private. However, when I first set it to public, the cheaters quickly saw what I was up to and they decided to give me some free advertising as well. I figured using a proper domain from an actually reputable service provider was appropriate, and the octogaming.tk domain expires in June anyway, so now's the right time to put the money into a proper one. Which brings me to today and why I'm making this video. I know that you guys avoid URLs being parroted around by bots. Very smart thing to do, because I wouldn't put it past these cheaters to try and steal your Steam account or something terrible. However, the megascatterbomb.com domain is completely safe. I own it. It points to this graph I created, and now it's accessible to the public. Links in the description, like and subscribe, all that stuff. I must warn you though, although my friends and I have done our absolute best to make sure this data is accurate, it might not be. There could be a mistake in there somewhere. I don't know. This database isn't definitive at all. It's just a representation of my opinion and my friends' opinions, and whether or not you trust this database is entirely up to you. With how much of a shit the cheaters seem to be giving, they might not feel like cheating, so independent verification on your part may be difficult. They might not cheat when you expect them to. However, if all this database achieves is scaring a bunch of cheaters into hiding, I still consider that a huge W. Fuck cheaters, fuck bots, 49 kill streak. Never forget. Oh yeah, I found the clip for that, by the way. Right.
French Revolution.
Genuinely, anytime there's like an unpopular policy, right, what do? We just fucking complain. Oh,
Yeah, but what
ended this kill streak.
It's on people's heads though.
Before I finish here, here's a couple bonus facts in quickfire succession. In the graph, if you left click on one account and right click on another, the shortest path between them will be drawn. It's calculated using a two-sided breadth first search, or BFS, in case you care. I use some Node.js and TypeScript to code the database, and MongoDB to actually store the data. The HTML for the graph was not manually assembled. I'm not that idiotic. It's generated every 20 minutes or so by the database. I use the Esteem API. It's used to collect all the information on these accounts, aliases, friends, and so forth. So, contrary to the cheater's claim of illegal stalking, I'm actually using supported methods to collect this data. It's entirely above board. So, blame Valve if you don't like it. And finally, if you've ever heard that VAC bans disappear after 7 years, they do disappear from the Steam website, but they don't disappear from the Steam API. Database can see the VAC bans on your account no matter how old they are. And really that's what this database is about. No matter how often you change your alias, no matter how often you update your profile picture, no matter which innocent victim you decide to impersonate, if I mark you as a cheater, I know who you are forevermore. As for the rest of you, thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you don't play on Australian servers, I doubt this database will be much use to you, outside of the odd bot here and there. But I'm not going to give up fighting these cheaters, and neither should you. Okay, so Duck, I have a friend named Duck Decoy, and this guy's been impersonating him for the past couple of days. So, Allah Akbar, you decided to show up. There he is.
Damn. Damn!
Does he go?
Oh, he's got the fucking sound system. Oh damn, he's playing scout.
You know you made a mistake, boy. You know you made a mistake. Do you know what gets printed in the server console every time someone joins?
Fucking idiot.
Do you know, good sir?
I'll kill myself for you.
He sucks ass. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Alright, time to clown on this fucker. Alright, my turn to have my fun.
We clowning. Oh, we clowning, bitch. Oh, he went sniper.
That's it. I'm switching to my mate.
Yes, fast.
Where are you, bitch?
Bro, turn your fucking volume up.
Turn your volume up, dumbass. Turn off your noisemaker.
Turn your volume up or you get a better fucking headset, dumbass!
He's pinned in the corner.
You smart enough to hack bots in the game, but you can't fucking snipe and fucking hear, deaf motherfucker?
You joined Team Red. You think you're safe, bitch?
Does he know that I still have fucking...
No, Mort, get back! Mort, tourist, come back!
Well, can I do?
The time bomb.
Hi, tourist. Try and shoot me. Thomas, shoot me.
The time bomb.
Motherfucker joins a community server that I administrate and ends up leaking his IP address in the process. Good job!
Congratulations, your IP address.
He gone!
Dude, what a fucking loser! What a fucking loser!